Hadi to everyone. Welcome to our mental hygiene to go in and quiet the body, quiet the mind, and explore our intellect, explore our ego, and connect to the true spiritual being whom we are. It took us a while before we get this physical body. 9 long, beautiful months in our mother's womb. It takes a while to turn the consciousness back in to figure out who we are. And that's why we practice regularly, chipping at it, purifying the ego, purifying the intellect, purifying the mind, and purifying the elements. So let's get started. Let's stretch the legs out if you need to, and then cross the legs back where you're very comfortable. And as you're getting in the comfortable pose, bring the palms on the knees, touch the tip of the thumbs, tip of the index fingers. Close the eyes softly. Do a rung of throat lock, Jalandhar Bandh, with perineum lock, Mula Bandh, with a Prakash Mudra. Inhale, half lung of air. Swallow the air as if you're swallowing water. Hold the breath in, move the chin into the chest, shoulders up towards the ears, Jalandhar Bandh, throat lock. Mula Bandh, squeeze the perineum muscles as if you're preventing yourself from going to the loo. When you need the breath, release the perineum muscles first, then lift the chin, sniff in a bit more air, and exhale, control. Bring the breath back into normal rhythm. And let's move into Kaya Styram. Use the power of the legs. Push the legs and lift the spine a little taller. And let's try and keep this tall posture for the rest of the practice. Imagine the whole body is like a statue, immovable, stable. Try not to move for the rest of the practice. But if one of the foot falls asleep, be practical. Feel free, keep the eyelids closed, stretch the leg out, slowly wiggle it. And as the prana starts to flow again, cross it back. Bring your focus of the mind, concentrate the mind on the breath at the entrance of the nostrils. You're just witnessing the breath. As you do so, identify the slight temperature change of the breath. The incoming breath is slightly cooler. The outgoing breath with the body's karmic reaction is a little bit warmer with the body's heat. Fresh prana comes in, used prana leaving. sensitize the mind a little bit more. See if you can identify the four aspects of your breath. There is an inhalation, followed by a split-second retention inside, followed by an exhalation, followed by a split-second retention outside, followed by an inhalation again. Keep witnessing the four parts of the breath. And now let's equalize the four parts of the breath. Move with me, my pace. Inhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath in. Continue this ratio. If counts of 4 is too strenuous for your lungs, decrease it to counts of 3. Counts of 4 is too easy for your lungs, increase it to counts of 5. No strain whatsoever, but equalize the four parts of the breath. After you complete the next exhalation, bring the breath back to normal breathing. And move your concentration away from the breath. And now put your concentration to that space behind the forehead, the mind space. And as you gaze there, I want you to just be a passive witness for now. The mind might remain completely quiet, or you may see shapes, colors, thought patterns may come in, leave. Whatever manifests in the mind, just witness them detachedly. Witnessing the mind in a passive manner now. Now, after being a passive witness, I want you to actively concentrate your mind on an object. You can choose an object that is second nature to you. It can be a person, a building, a number, something from nature. I want you to choose an object to hold in your mind. When you find that object, keep that object steady. No random thoughts. Only your concentrated thought is in the mind now. Keep it steady, steady, steady. Excellent. Let the image go. Let your object go. Again, as you concentrated the mind, the yogis recognize a concentrated mind is a relaxed mind. Let the image go. And once again, just be a passive witness. Be extremely alert. Maybe the mind remains quiet. Maybe thoughts come in through the senses. You might hear a song. You might see a shape, a flavor, a taste, a smell. Whatever comes in your mind, just be on alert. Witness them detachedly now. If no thoughts enter the mind, appreciate the quietness in the mind. Once again, bring the same object back into your mind. This time, actively hold your object Keep it steady, steady in the mind. The same object, no random thoughts. Only the object you choose is in the mind now. Excellent. Give up the image, let it disappear from the mind space. And once again, become a passive witness of the mind. Be on alert. Maybe thoughts may come in shapes, colors, or maybe the mind is quiet. Passive witness of the mind. Excellent. Now let's move the concentration of your mind to the other aspect of our anatomy, which is always taking place in the present moment. First, the yogis recognize, bring the mind in the present, but using the breath. Another aspect of our physiognomy that's taking place in the present is the heartbeat. You've been sitting still for a while. Bring your awareness to the chest region. It should be easier to find the heartbeat now. See if you can find the dum dum. Keeping the mind in the present on the heartbeat now. And now leave the heartbeat and become aware of the, yogis call it the heart space with Dayakash. As you inhale, you can feel your rib cage expand. As you exhale, the rib cage deflates. Become aware of that space behind the breastbone, in front of the spine, above the diaphragm, below the clavicles. Feel that beautiful heart space expanding and contracting as you breathe in and out. The spiritual being whom we are carries many beautiful, powerful spiritual vibration. One of those vibration, we refer to it as love. In that heart space, I want you to imagine the smiling face of someone whom you genuinely love. Can be your mom, your dad, your spouse, a child, can be a pet. Choose the smiling face of some living being whom you genuinely love. Feel the love you have for this person, the love this person has for you, that amazing energetic pull, the heart space. And with that power of the love you have, I want you to redirect your love to all your family members and friends, close family members, aunts, uncles, nieces, even if they're on different planet, different continent of the planet. Bring their facial expression one by one and redirect your love to as many family members, thanking them to guided you in this evolution, to be with you in this evolution. Grateful for the family members. Somehow, this life, that's the karmic family you have. Bring your awareness back to the heart space, to that smiling face, that person whom you genuinely love. Remember a time when you were both extremely happy. I want you to redirect that joy, that love from your heart, this time to many friends who karmically came into your pathway, even if you're on different continents on the planet, thanking them for their friendship, redirecting your love to each and every one of them. Back into the heart space, that smiling face, that person whom you genuinely love. Love they share with you, the love you share this person is there through their peaks in life, their lows in life. The love is still strong. This time, that powerful, strong love you have in the heart space, I want you to redirect it to the planet Earth. The planet Earth loves us and gives us so many gifts. The air, the water, the gravitational pull, food. Love the Earth back. Redirect your love to the planet Earth, thanking the Earth to keep us as in this amazing orbit as we circulate the sun. Right now, as we're sitting, we're moving through many miles in space as we move around the sun. Grateful to the Earth. Bring your awareness back to the heart space, that smiling face, that person whom you genuinely love. And as you witness that person, you recognize, where did this innate power comes from? You recognize this innate power of love is throughout the whole universe. And as you incarnated on this earth planet, you're not on this incarnation by yourself. Right next to you is Paramatma, the Lord in the heart. You recognize the source of this love is from their divine being right next to you. That ability to love another living entity comes from divinity. For the next few minutes, just sit in stillness, recognizing you're sitting in the presence of divinity, the source of unconditional love. Recognize God loves you unconditionally. Sit in that amazing vibration. The provider of the earth, the oxygen, the family, the friends, everything is provided out of love. That being whom you are, that spiritual being, is more powerful than the elements, earth, water, fire, air. I want you to tap into the higher being whom you are and imagine you're expanding your spiritual body. It's twice the size of your physical body. And you can look at your physical body from the ceiling. See your spiritual body expanding beyond the roof, beyond the clouds. See yourself expanding, expanding to the end of the universe. You're a divine spiritual being and you're connected to every living entity in the universe. See yourself getting smaller, smaller, coming back down. Yes. From the clouds, you can see your physical body made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether. Recognize you're in this higher dimension before you got incarnated in that body of elements. Recognize you're more powerful than the elements. See yourself back in the room, the same size, from the roof, from the ceiling, see your body sitting. And you're getting smaller and back into the physical body. You recognize Patanjali teaches every cell of your body is vibrating. It's all atoms. Imagine your body that you're in right now. You can see all the atoms, your fingernails, atoms, fingers, atoms, toes, atoms. See your whole body with a vision of light. You can see all the atoms vibrating. Some are more denser, some are less dense. And your vision of the atoms is uniquely to you. See them in bright, the atoms are shining, vibrating. You recognize this whole universe is atoms, made up of atoms. The atoms are more denser. Then there's a space between you and another human or another plant or another animal, and the atoms gets denser there. I want you to imagine you can turn your eyes 360 degrees and look around your room and see a room in a vision of atoms, and that you can see through the walls, see the dense parts, and wherever there's space, there's less atoms, and where there's another human, the atoms get denser. Imagine you can look around your room and recognize only atoms vibrating. Meditation cushion you're sitting on is all atoms. And have this beautiful realization you can influence the atoms, especially from a higher frequency of love. From love, we can heal the atoms of our body. We can heal the atoms in relationships. We can heal the atoms around us. Whenever we feel divinity's love and appreciate and thankful, we can share that thankfulness to other people who come in our pathways. with your heightened consciousness and your heightened mind, move your consciousness to that space, to those atoms behind the forehead, and implement a beautiful, short, positive phrase. I am thankful for all the gifts I have been given in this life. 3 times, repeat it. And just having that powerful emotion through your mind, the atoms of your mind vibrates on a higher frequency. Move your focus to your breath at the entrance of the nostrils once again. And as you witness your breath moving in, don't just feel it, see it as subtle atoms moving in, subtle atoms moving out. As they come in, the atoms are glowing. As they exhale, as the exhalation takes place, the atoms are filled with more toxins as it purifies your physical body. Living in a universe of atoms that is vibrating. We want to keep our vibration higher and higher and higher, more and more. We want to chant the Om mantra 6 times. As you chant the Om, the atoms change around your whole body. 1/3 of the breath on the O, 2/3 of the breath on the Om. One last time, and feel the atoms vibrating in the bones of the skull, the teeth, the whole organism. Just experience the vibration pervading the whole atomic atmosphere around you. Moving the fingers slowly. And as you move the fingers, imagine you can see them as the atoms vibrate and bring the palms to the heart. See your right palm of atoms touching the left palm of atoms. Thankful when they come together, thankful for the gift of life. Lower the head towards your higher self. Namaste. Lift the head. Open the eyes. Hariom Tatsat. Thank you all so much for your wonderful association. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Next week we won't have class. We will have class on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Friday, we're off. We resume the following week. Celebrate your family and friends. Thankful for life. Thank you so much, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Orit. Thank you, Helen Angeline.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bashak.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Becky. Mahalo, Greg. Thank you, Helen Angeline. Mahalo, Marina.
Mahalo.
Thank you, Subin. Thank you, Mai. Hariom Tatsat.